What's up, guys? Welcome back to Napoli Central. My name is Giovanni. Welcome back to the channel. I finally got to watch a Napoli match in full after a couple weeks of being at work during it, but we had the Roma Napoli game in the morning here, so finally able to make some sort of video. If you guys are new to the channel, please do subscribe. Like I said, it's an all Napoli channel, but even if you're not a Napoli fan, you know, I don't really bash out the teams, but I just try to analyze the match or give my thoughts. So if you're interested in following Napoli in any shape or form, this is the place to be, especially if you speak English, because I don't know if there's another English-speaking Napoli channel out there, but do subscribe and like that video as well. I really do appreciate it. A big 4-1 win for Napoli today at the Olimpico. I mean, it was an incredible performance. Finally, some dominant performance on the road. Of late, or, you know, there was a couple weeks ago before the international break, there was that spell where Napoli couldn't score on the road, or they would just struggle to get a goal across. We got 4 across today, and honestly, besides that penalty that Roma had and maybe hitting the crossbar from Inzonzi in the second half, Napoli pretty much dominated the match, and the first half could have easily been 3-0 or 3-1, but the penalty was a penalty. Perotti put it away. But just a great performance overall. I think, you know, just creating chances. We should still be better at finishing the chances with the quality players we have. But to win 4-1, even without Insigne, who's out with an injury, but should be back soon according to Ancelotti, it was a great performance nonetheless. Milik had the first goal of the match. Mertens had a goal to put us back up 2-1 after halftime. And then I was really happy to see Verdi score a goal. Verdi had an assist and a goal today. Great ball to Milik for the great finish in the second minute of the match, and then Verdi makes it 3-1 later on. And then Amin Younes, who scored, I think, in that last match, the last Stadio match before the break, comes on off the bench, and a couple minutes later scores a goal here as well. And he almost had another chance where he could have kind of wiggled into the box and scored as well. So good for the overall confidence of the team. Like I said, the big thing is just finishing more chances, because it could have easily been 7 or 8 goals in this match. But to go on the road against, especially a Roma side who still have to fight for, you know, maybe they could still, they're still alive for the 4th spot. But, you know, they've been struggling lately, and these kind of teams really do play up to Napoli a lot. And with Milan and Inter being better of late, Roma needed to win this game or get a result, and they really came out flat, I thought, like. Just objectively speaking, not even just being a Napoli fan, Napoli really dominated the match. I even saw some Roma fans saying, you know, they weren't doing much until they got that penalty and tied it, but came out in the second half, didn't really seem to have the urgency that they should have had, and still didn't, you know, play up to the expectation. So it was great to see a 4-1 win. Like I said, Verdi's was a standout performance. Koulibaly also, I mean, he's always good at this point, right? I mean, what are you going to say? You say the same thing every week because he's outstanding. I don't think he picked up a card, but Maksimovic picked up a card. But he shouldn't be out for the next match. He played well as well. Mertens went out with an injury. I think they were icing his knee. I'm not sure if that's going to be serious, but he walked off under his own power. I think he took a knock from one of the tackles earlier in the game. Roma had a lot of yellow cards for a lot of tackles. I mean, I think Napoli had 1 or 2 yellows. I can't remember. Maksimovic had 1, but there was a lot of yells in the game, a lot of tackles happening, and I think that's where Mertens picked up his injury. And Milik, like I said, I think he has 15 goals, 16 goals. Much better to see him scoring more often. He has one of the better minutes per goal rate in the league as well. I think in all of Europe, he's actually one of the top ones too. But in the league, if anything, in the league, though, he definitely has one of the best ones. So it's good to see that as well, because this is really his first full season as a Napoli player as well, because he hasn't been ridden by injuries, and, you know, cross my fingers because I probably just ruined that. But hopefully we see that going, and we'll continue into the next match. Like I said, Ancelotti said Insigne shouldn't be out longer. If he doesn't return for the next Serie A match, I think the 11th of April is our first leg against Arsenal, and that's when you'll probably see Insigne return. But other than that, it was a great performance. Meret just made that one mistake to give up the penalty. Did well to save Cristante's shot from distance, and then Nzonzi off the crossbar. Kind of got, you know, lucky there, but he should have scored Nzonzi. So, but nonetheless, great performance. After Milan lost to Sampdoria yesterday, we increased our distance from Milan. Not that that's who we should be worrying about. Inter is obviously closer. But Inter's match, as of this video, hasn't gone on yet. They're facing Lazio at home later today at the San Siro, Meazza, whatever you want to call it. So we'll see what happens there. But like I said, if you guys enjoyed this video before, hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. I'll see you guys next time. Forza Napoli sempre. Ciao.